All right, back on our next leg. We are shooting to the house. Leaving Kansas, heading to Aberdeen, Idaho, which is, what, 15 miles from my house? Perfect. 7 knots, 300 degrees. It's usually what the winds are like. So, we got an easy day. We've only got 500 pounds, full fuel tanks. We're still way under our weight, so we're well within our circle, so we should be able to fly non-stop today, which is a good thing because we could not do that out of Florida. 2 stops for fuel, horrible winds. Hopefully we will do better. It's going to be a long day flying. Leaving southern Florida to Kansas, dropped off a lot of cargo there. What do we have? 1,949 pounds of cargo we dropped off. There we are again. Winds are 26 knots at 323 degrees, just like it was when we landed. Oh, and it didn't save our weights. How rude is that? It's a good thing I write it down. 99 times 4. So we'll just plug this in here. And it's showing us overweight, but we're not. All we got to do is put the proper, we're 100% fuel. So yeah, we're great. So there's our weights. 99 times 4 plus 170. All right, let's get NeoFly connected and get in the air. I want to get home. 565, U-36, 783 miles. And we're in the Cessna Caravan. And yes, connect, please.
Transporter from dispatch. I see you asked for a cargo mission. The ground crew is waiting you on the parking to load the crates.
We're already loaded, miss, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
We're going to go ahead and get a push back away from the fuel island. Hopefully nothing's behind us. That should be sufficient. All right, let's make sure our controls are correct and free. Rudders work. I should have done this. Yep, right, forward, back, boom. Okay, get rid of that. Let's get our fuel turned on.
Transporter, cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
Okie dokie, let's start our mission. Get things going here. Not in a hurry, just in a rush. Or not in a rush, just in a hurry. Not sure. Let's just get this bad boy to Idaho, where we belong. Okay, let's go ahead and get this fired up. I think we'll try our 2,400 or 24,000 feet this time. We are light, so we should be able to zip right up there real fast like. Got to go over the Rocky Mountains, so we definitely want to get up above the clouds, above the Rockies, and not worry about nothing. That's our goal. Stress-free flight. All right, let's get that on. Things are coming up. And ignition. Okay, let's get our off. Okay, we got a taxi all the way to the other end of the runway. And we are in uncontrolled airspace, so we just turned to traffic and announced taxiway to runway.
1 Kilo 1 traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is taxiing to runway 35.
That's what we're going to do. Taxi to runway 35. You almost knew what I was thinking. Okay, let's get all our lights turned on. Let's do not hit the pumps. 13 degrees Celsius, so we don't have to worry about freezing, but it will get cold up top. We know that already, so we gotta be pretty aware of icing conditions from now on. Well, these buildings are right here. April really hasn't warmed up yet. It's kind of struggling to let springtime in. Still really cold here in Idaho, which might slow our bush pilot down a little bit. I always say brush. You're an idiot. But I think once we get this plane parked at Pocatello is where we're going to keep the plane. Wow, I don't think I'm going to make it past these planes. I might. But we might grab the longitude and go do some corporate flying while the weather. We'll just have to play it day by day. Yeah, I can't get past these TBMs. We'll have to go way over here so we don't clip them. Can't afford this plane, let alone someone else's plane, so. All right, we are set for 24,000 feet. Our altimeter's set. All lights are on, fuel pump on. Everything's good. Just need a notch of flaps and get to the runway. There's not a lot of room at this airport. Looks like we got a plane coming in. Haven't heard anything on the radios, so I'm gonna say that's not existent. Just find it tough to get around these aircraft. Success. All right, I haven't heard from that, so that guy must not be coming here. So let's go ahead and take off to we're closer to west now, so let's take off to the west.
1 Kilo 1 traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taking off runway 35 west departure.
35 west departure. One notch of flap, ugly skies, and a horrendous left to right wind. 30 knots. So I'll be turning into that and lightening up as we gain speed.
Transporter from dispatch.
Nice crab right after we get out of the ground, so that shows you how hard we're pulling to the left. All right, flaps up. Trim the plane. Let's turn to our heading. Let's get out of here. Love it when our plane's empty. We can just boogie. We got some airspace here, so I want to get up as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and dive into our nav. Get our flight speed set. Okay. Fuel pump off, pitot heat on, all lights are on, cowling closed. Okay. Everything is golden. Now we just need to get up over these clouds, 5 degrees Celsius. We'll climb through the clouds as fast as we can. I do not want to accumulate ice. Should show our Rocky Mountains are up here. Whoop. As we scroll out our map, you'll see a definite red line. That's the start of the Rocky Mountains. Okay, we got 780 miles to go. At this rate, it's going to take us 9 hours. 87 knot ground speed. The winds are still horrendous, so it's going to make for a very long day. Our first leg was 1,000 miles. Now we got 780, so okay, we're seeing less and less of the red, so that's a good thing. I get a little bumpy going through these clouds. We're -3 Celsius already, so we could pick up some ice, so we'll just have to pay attention. We've got some pretty good de-icing on board, so it's only going to bite us if I don't pay attention. And of course we will be IFR doing this, but we're not talking to ATC because they are idiots. Everything goes really smooth when you don't have to talk to air traffic. But pretty much everything we've done today has been IFR. Our altitudes. We've kind of stayed out of the clouds most of the time, but at this altitude that we're cruising, we're definitely going to be IFR. Okay, our airport's black, so we're way above that altitude, which I think is 4,300 feet. That reminds me, I really don't need it, but I like to bring my airports up. U-36, that is a hometown airport. KPIH will be our 4473 is our altitude. We will drop the cargo off in Aberdeen and then a short little, probably 15-mile flight to KPIH. Pocatello, Idaho, and that's where the plane will be parked. And that'll be our home base to fly up north into the mountains, weather permitted. We also got to get our Cessna 172 from the Bahamas up here to Idaho. Now, if you want to talk about a long haul, fly a Cessna 172 that far. Probably take me 3 days to fly one back. But I don't know if we'll worry about that for a while. Hell, it could even just stay down there for a while. I do like eventually to get all my planes back to KPIH, so that will be our home base. And then if we fly up to Alaska, it's not so far. But we'll probably be getting the longitude back and go maybe do a 5-10 day corporate fly around, make some good money and pay the bills. Alright, our colors are disappearing, so we're making it. At this altitude, we could pretty much zip right across. Be pretty close to the mountains around Denver, but I don't want to mess around with these clouds. I want to get up and over. And hopefully 24,000 feet will get us above the weather. Just 47-mile-an-hour headwind is killing us. We're only doing 96 ground right now. Well, 12,000 feet, we're still in the clouds, so let's hope. I don't see any icing yet, so ooh, I see in blue sky. It's gonna get nice here soon. -19. It's cold outside. I do not see any icing, so we might be lucking out here. Surprises me. I figured we'd pick up a little bit. There we are. And Aberdeen is just a little municipal airport, so we don't have a control tower. The runway's only 3,690 feet long by 50 feet. So it's just a little airstrip next to the field, so nothing much to see in Aberdeen. But it will be good to be home. Clouds are looking good today, as long as we're above them. It looks like the tops are about 17,000, 18,000 feet. Hopefully that won't change the closer we get to the Rockies. Okay, our center screen is completely black, so we are completely above the Rocky Mountains ahead of us. So we're at almost 5 o'clock here, so if we 5:55. Oh, yeah, okay, we're still, I was confused. It's like it's only 4:55. We haven't crossed our time zone yet, so that should be right up here. Here in a little bit. It's definitely, at this rate, going to be dark before we get to Aberdeen. Okay, we're coming up to our 20,000 feet, 4 to go. It does struggle to climb that. We are plumb full of fuel, so we're still kind of heavy, but not as heavy as we were. We're still climbing at 500 feet per minute, but it would be nice to get up there and level off and get our airspeed up so we can make up some time. Well, that was a wake-up call. Our headwind just jumped up 10 knots. We are now 55 knots head. Trying to think if we should just level off. Let's go back. It's just going to get faster. We do not want to deal. Let's go back down to 20. And see if we can. See if we hit that bump again. Because we're at 50. I have a hard time reading that number. Needs to be just a little bit bigger. 55 knots. Yeah, when you have a big bump in the air like that, something usually, either a wind change has the direction. Whee! There we go. And it just dropped to 49. So that's a 6 knot change. The direction change is about 20 degrees. Nothing major. But it does drop. So there is unsolid air right at that spot. So whenever you see the plane jump sideways, I mean, we could jump up there and have a 100-knot tailwind. I've seen it totally change opposite directions, but yep, at 20 we're gonna have a 48, so 7 knots is 7 knots if we were gonna climb up even higher, but we're just barely above the clouds. at 20,000 feet. So we'll keep an eye on the clouds. They start. Oh, sorry, I got to get to my standard barometric pressure above 18,000 feet. Rookie mistake. And that just changes our altitude about 400 feet. All right, now we're stable. Standard barometric. Our speed was up 5 hours and 49 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and get cruising. Well, we have to go get fuel. This headwind is just absolutely killing us, so we're about ready to cross over the Rockies. So I'm gonna jump down here, top off with fuel. Our weather's cleared up, but we have ferocious headwinds. That's just going to be the name of the game today. Because once we leave, we're coming up to Cheyenne and Denver, and you can see the Rocky Mountains. I'm going to land at KGXY. Once we leave here, then we're going across to Wyoming. Not a lot to see or do out there, so we will drop down, top off, grab our altitude again. I'm trying to find someplace, an altitude where the wind's not blowing and it's 55 knots at 20,000 feet, and we're at 10,000 feet and it's at 45 knots, so really not a big difference. You're just going to have a headwind the whole way, so. Alright, get rid of the autopilot. Now the runway we see with the big blinking lights, that is not our runway. That's runway 32. Runway 35 looks like it doesn't have any lights. We could land 32, but I've already said we're landing 35, so. You know what? I don't know. That's a dirt strip. Maybe 3.2. Didn't say 3.5 was that bad. Oh, it is turf. Ah, hell, let's land on grass. We haven't done that for a while. I guess I should start reading better. Brush up on our dirt pilot, our bush pilot skills. And it's pointed right into the wind, so it's actually Well, that was fun. All right, let's quit messing around and go get some fuel. Let's get into NeoFly and buy us some fuel. $1,400. All right. Let's yell out the window clear because that was a quick trip. And we're going to be taking off to the west. Look at that windsock right there. Going to have a hell of a crosswind.
Kilo Foxtrot Mike traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taking off runway 32 west departure.
Which that's been the name of our game this leg. Lots of wind on the ground. You'll just watch when I rotate, the plane really springs because I have a lot of cross controls going on for the wind. Ooh, uphill looks like. Okay, let's do this. Sun's just going down behind the Rockies. Whoops. So what I'm gonna do is just bring my map out. There we can see Aberdeen, a lot of red in between. We got to get rid of that, so we'll climb until that disappears. We have 33 knots headwind. Alright, leveling off. Our screen's all black, so we are good. Now we'll get our airspeed up. We're just under 4 hours, but we should drop that down to 3.5 to 3 by the time we get up to cruising speed. Hopefully 3 hours, because it is 1927. So it's going to be 10, 11 o'clock before we land. That was a long day. I think we started flying at 8. So we're going to have a 12-hour, 13-hour day flying. There we go. Now we're down to 3 hours, 7, 6, 5. Oh, so we might even get under. That would even be better. Under 3 hours would be great. Alright, let's get our prop set. There's Pocatello just coming into view. That highway in front of us is I-15 and Inkom. The gateway to Idaho. Come down a little too fast. Got to make sure we clear the mountain range right here in Pokey. And for you that don't live here, Pocatello, we call it Pokey. Alright, there's our airport just coming into sight over the mountain ridge. I'm gonna go ahead and fly right over the middle of it. Then flying at the end of the runway, because planes will be taking off that way, so I'll just fly right over top. That'll line us up with the runway 25. And that's the airport right in front of us that we're going to fly back to. There's Aberdeen coming into sight. American Falls is off to our left, so here's American Falls over here. There's Aberdeen, and there's Pocatello. So this is going to be our home base this summer. We'll be flying a lot of bush up north of here. Okay, we're just coming into Class D airspace. We've already been cleared. let's start getting settled in. Okay, we've cleared the airspace, so let's go ahead and...
Pocatello Tower Cessna Tango Echo Romeo is clear of the Pocatello Tower airspace.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo Pocatello Tower, frequency change approved.
Alright. There's Aberdeen Municipal. Tune to traffic and let's report. Runway 25. Full stop landing, and we are on final.
Uniform Tree 6 traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is on final runway 25 to land.
Okay, let's take us off autopilot. Start getting configured for landing. And we got 1 knot of wind, finally out of the wind. Okay, we are good to land. All lights on, fuel pump, full flaps. It's been a long day. This would have been a breeze if we were in our longitude, which we'll probably get that tomorrow. There's Aberdeen to our right there, small little town. Good to be home, finally.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Gotta go to the other end of the airport here, so we'll just keep on rolling. All right.
Transporter from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Success. All right, let's see where we are now. Got all but one. 203. We made $321,000 today. Not bad. That's our... Oh, we got our loan paid off, so we don't have to make any payments. Yay. What do we got here? We've got a Cessna CJ4, but we want the Cessna Longitude. Well, let's just do this while we're KPIH. Let's go ahead and fly to. Set it up there. Because then we'll be there tomorrow. We're just going to be at U-36. Aberdeen, Idaho. Whew. Right there. Departure. Let's fly. Then we'll be done. The plane will be home. Hopefully my computer will work without resetting everything. Alright, we're ready to fly. There that is. Let's get connected to NeoFly. Connect.
Transporter from dispatch. Transit mission today. I'm waiting at our new base.
Well, if I can see my switches, I didn't turn anything up. There they are.
TAWS system test. Okay.
Need to do that before I Okay, let's get everything set here. Bum, ba, 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 da, 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 da. Get that in idle. And let's start. And there's ignition. Okay. Get that to normal, that to shut off. We got plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and get all our lights turned on here. And we're going to take off a runway. Runway 7.
Uniform Tree 6 traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is taxiing to runway 7.
There's no wind out here tonight, so and we're gonna go depart straight out.
Uniform Tree 6 traffic Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taking off runway 7 straight out departure.
Turn our fuel pump on. Okay, all we got is fuel on board now, so should be quite easy to take off. Let's get out of here. That was easy. Now we got a call.
Pocatello Tower Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is 12 miles west, 5,300 feet with Echo to land.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Pocatello Tower. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 91088 at 12. Fly left base runway tree.
Left base for 3.
Enter left base runway tree Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
That's easy. That's that flashing light right in front of us. So we already need to slow down. At least we can get the plane in the hangar tonight, put it to bed, get it all serviced up and ready for some northern Idaho flying and Alaska. Should be clearing us to land at any minute.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo, wind 118 at 5. Cleared to land runway 3.
Clear to land runway 3.
Cleared to land runway 3, Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, everything is good. Lights are on, fuel pumps on, full flaps, prop set. We are ready to land for the last time tonight.
Transporter from dispatch. Welcome to our new base.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo, turn next taxi, wait.
Okay, flaps up.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo, contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to
Going
ground.
to 121.9er Cessna Tango Echo Romeo. Pocatello ground, Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taxi to parking.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha, cross runway tree Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha cross runway tree Alpha Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
And we have arrived. Well, we made it home. There is our building. Excellent. All right. We will let the boys take care of this, put it away. Alright, so what does NeoFly have to tell us? We're in Pocatello. And of course it has a TBM 930, but it does not have a longitude. Of course not. Why would it? We need to find one. Let's see. KID. IDA. That's Idaho Falls. Let's see what they got. They've got a Bonanza. Of course, when you want something, you can never find it. Well, we'll search and try to find that, and we'll probably buy that TBM. We need a TBM again, so. Well, thanks for flying along. It's been a long day. We're back home in Idaho finally, so have a great night, and we will see you later. Bye.